Today is Thursday, November 21st. This is Noreen Johnson, and here are the good news headlines of the day. President-elect Donald Trump released a statement on Truth Social and X Wednesday afternoon after Laken Riley's killer was convicted. Jose Ibarra, a 26-year-old Venezuelan with ties to the Tren de Aragua gang, was found guilty on 10 charges, including murder, kidnapping, and aggravated assault with intent to rape Riley. Trump said he hopes the conviction will help bring some peace and closure to Riley's wonderful family. It was also revealed during the trial that Ibarra was flown to Georgia at the taxpayers' expense. Before holding a rally in Georgia in March, Trump met with Riley's beautiful mother and family backstage. During his rally, Trump discussed Riley's tragic death, saying this: "We vow to keep Laken's memory alive for as long as we are here on this earth, and we take comfort that she is now home with God in heaven." He also blasted the Biden administration's border policies, saying this: "Biden has implemented a formal policy that illegal aliens who intrude into the United States are granted immunity from deportation. Thus, when this monster showed up at our border, he was set free immediately under the program that Crooked Joe created." In a now-deleted post on X, Vice President-elect J.D. Vance said that he and President-elect Donald Trump were interviewing candidates for a new FBI director. The post appeared to primarily react to the Senate's November 19th vote confirming one of Joe Biden's judicial appointments to the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. The deleted post said this: "When this 11th Circuit vote happened, I was meeting with President Trump to interview multiple positions for our government, including for FBI director. I tend to think it's more important to get an FBI director who will dismantle the deep state than it is for Republicans to lose a vote 49 to 46 rather than 49 to 45. But that's just me." Trump, whose Mar-a-Lago residence was raided back in August of 2022, has been critical of the agency during the current administration, saying that it was probably a mistake to put Wray in charge of the FBI. And then this: Ukraine's military fired several long-range American missiles into Russia this week on the 1,000th day of the war, marking the first time it has done so since Russia invaded back in early 2022. 6 American-made ATACMS missiles were used in the pre-dawn attack that struck an ammunition depot in Russia's Bryansk region. The attack came just a few days after President Joe Biden authorized Ukraine to use American-made missiles for strikes inside Russia after resisting Ukraine's request to do so for many months. Some analysts were concerned that the strikes represented an escalation of the war, while others believed that the strikes strengthened Ukraine's negotiating position ahead of President-elect Donald Trump coming back into office. Trump has pledged to force a quick end to the war. The White House National Security Council was not surprised by Putin lowering the country's threshold for using nuclear weapons and has not seen any reason to adjust the U.S.'s nuclear posture. In other news, Pope Francis announced Wednesday that Blessed Carlo Acutis and Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati, 2 young Catholics beloved for their vibrant faith and witness to holiness, will be canonized during 2 major Jubilee celebrations dedicated to the young people. The surprise announcement came at the conclusion of the Pope's weekly general audience in St. Peter's Square as Francis celebrated World Children's Day. Vatican spokesman Matteo Bruni later confirmed that Acutis' canonization will occur during the Church's Jubilee of Teenagers taking place April 25th through 27th of next year, and Frassati's canonization will take place during the Jubilee of Youth from July 28th to August 3rd of next year. Both soon-to-be saints are beloved by many Catholic young people for their enthusiastic pursuit of holiness. The 2 canonizations are expected to bring many young people to the Eternal City in 2025 for the Catholic Church's Jubilee of Hope. And then today we celebrate the story of the presentation of the Blessed Virgin Mary. From the beginning of her life, Mary was dedicated to God. She herself became a greater temple than any made by hands. God came to dwell in her in a marvelous manner and sanctified her for her unique role in God's saving work. At the same time, the magnificence of Mary enriches her children. We too, are temples of God and sanctified in order that we might enjoy and share in God's saving work. To Mary we say, pray for us. And those are your daily good news headlines. This is Catholics for Catholics. May God bless you, and may God bless the USA.